Miji for Yesu, me cradofo, dan weni shemi majinkwa, mini obia, obe chuchaji me. If you hear that song, it's coming from JoyNews. I will be doing lots more on JoyNews today on the show. You're so welcome to the July edition of Let's Talk Showbiz here on JoyNews on Multi TV. My name is Becky. I have so many things for you today. Please stick and stay. We definitely need you, God, in this July, this new month, this new week. We definitely need your help. Please come and take full control over our lives, over everything that we'll be doing here. I feel like I'm preaching already. Well, over the weekend, I was at the Wind of Revival. Yes, that's why I'm in the JoyNews mood. JoyNews had the Wind of Revival. It's the 8th edition, and this one is his 5th recording. And of course, we were there. I get to interact with Sisi Chum, Koda, name all of them, and Jonathan from the USA also. So if you were not at the Perez Dome over the weekend, which was on Sunday, I give you a roundup of everything that happened at the Wind of Revival. JoyNews Ministries on Sunday gave gospel lovers their money's worth and perhaps even more. The concert dubbed Wind of Revival saw performances from Sisi Chum, Kwesi Otin, Koda, and Jonathan Nelson from the USA. This concert will be JoyNews' 8th and 5th live recording of his album. But has his expectations been met?
For me, I just trust God for what he wants me to do. And I know that he does great and new things every day. And so this is what he's done. He's about to do something bigger every day. And so once we keep being obedient and faithful to his work and his word, he will do what he said he would do.
Some patrons who spoke to JoyNews commended the musician for a good work done.
People are selling Ghana to the rest of the world. Joe is one of them. His music, the platform he has stood on, it's so enormous. And so if he's doing some things of this nature, we all need to support him.
Amazing, very powerful, great attendance, also administrations. I mean, very powerful atmosphere. It's an atmosphere that lives can be changed, transformed, healings happen, and many amazing things happen when such atmospheres are present. And so, I mean, it's a lot of fun in there.
It counts as an honor to be put on a platform tonight with Jonathan Nelson and then Sisi Chum, Kwesi Otin, because can I be honest? It's cheaper to get somebody from Accra because you don't have to do the transportation and all that. So I don't take it lightly when somebody invites me all the way from Takoradi to come. That means the person is placing premium on the gift of my life.
Amazing. I mean, if I could take at least 500 Ghanaians, Nigerians, people from Kenya, and I can just bring them to America and place them at every one of my concerts, it would be amazing. I think in America we have a problem in the sense of there's been such privilege there, such blessing, and a lot of times, when you come and visit these places, it's still people in the room that are still experiencing poverty and very tough times. And so the desperation of worship is it comes from a deeper place.
JoyNews Praise Reloaded has run successfully over the years and featured artists from Ghana, South Africa, Nigeria, UK, and France. So at the same event, I caught up with Jonathan Nelson, coming all the way from the United States of America. He is such a nice person. I spoke to him about the fact that, I mean, for second time here in Ghana, the reception, his favorite food, yet, you know, he loves jollof. Yeah, he loves jollof, Ghana jollof. And also whether he'll be coming back to Ghana, if we have any recordings coming up. Jonathan Nelson is our guest.
Still here, it's all about the wind of revival. We had lots of musicians passing through, and one of them coming all the way from the United States of America, Jonathan Nelson, is here with Joe Metal. And, well, of course, he performed, and we are having a conversation. We'll be having a conversation with him right here. Hello to you, Jonathan. Second time in Ghana. How is the feeling like?
It feels like I'm home.
Okay.
It's the best way I can explain it. I feel like I belong here. There's such, beyond music, there's such history here, especially for African Americans, such history here as it relates to slavery and just that whole process. And then when you come here and you touch the ground and you just see how everybody is so resilient and how people have progressed in life throughout, despite what has happened in our past and our history. We are connected, and as a African American or Black American or Brown American, whatever you want to call it, it's a beautiful thing to say I've come home to the motherland, and to receive such love and the embrace of friendship, and everybody's just been so kind. This has really been an amazing journey. That's all I can really say, honestly.
It's your first, is it like your first time performing live?
Actually, it's my second time performing.
Second time.
Yes.
So how is the reception like for you? Joe Metal, Wind of Revival, on stage?
Amazing. I mean, if I could take at least 500 Ghanaians, Nigerians, people from Kenya, and I can just bring them to America and place them at every one of my concerts, it would be amazing. I think in America we have a problem in the sense of there's been such privilege there, such blessing, and a lot of times, you know, when you come and visit these places, it's still people in the room that are still experiencing poverty and very tough times. And so the desperation of worship is such it comes from a deeper place. And we can go weeks and have plenty of food in our cupboard, our cupboard, should I say. And our praise, unfortunately, it is as a result of us being blessed. And so you have to push people in America to lift up their hands and lift their voice and praise God. But when you come here, it's such a cry of desperation, not in a bad way, but just because people are so, I guess, connected to God. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful sound, but it's a beautiful experience.
How did you meet Joe Metal? I mean, tell us the story.
Well, if you know a Nigerian artist by the name of Sammy Okposo, Sammy, I was in Nigeria, in Lagos, and I was doing a tour there. Lagos, Benin City, Port Harcourt, and while we were in the studio, we were doing some work there, and I did a song with him called Ogenido. And he was playing something in the background. I said, "Who is that?" He said, "Man, that's this guy. He's in Ghana. His name is Joe Metal." He said, "Man, I got to connect you." I said, "Get him on the phone right now." True story. So we picked up the phone and called Joe. I was like, instantly, I just heard your music and I am a fan. We have got to connect. And from that moment, God is my witness, I started downloading his music, we exchanged information, and we built a relationship from there. I never met him a day of my life, but I got connected because of his music.
How is music out there? I mean, comparing music out there in US and here, how does it work there? Like, you bring out albums and you sell them. How does it?
Well, this year, we officially are moving to more of a streaming platform through Apple Music, Tidal, which is Beyonce and Jay-Z's network, through Spotify, and some other ways. That is going to be the new form of YouTube, of releasing music. We once were doing, of course, CDs and whatnot, but now everything is really on a streaming level, of which streaming is much easier because it causes literally a stream across the world where all you have to do is just be connected to the network. Like if you go to Walmart or any of those places, I don't know if you guys have a Walmart here, but Walmart is like it's like the go-to store, for everything. You can shop there for food, and you can get clothes and whatnot there. But it's kind of like our go-to in the neighborhoods. Anyway, but there was once upon a time when you can buy CDs there, but all of the shelves are very, very small now. Everybody's streaming, but we are very disciplined when it comes to music, when it comes to studying music. And one thing that I've learned, I think Americans in our minds, we think that we are ahead of the curve as it relates to just all things, as it relates to music. But one thing I learned being here with Joe and being with Sammy and a few other artists, Sonny Badu, Nigerians, Ghanaians, and Africans take music very seriously. We were in sound check and rehearsal probably 4 or 5 hours yesterday, and nobody was bothered, nobody left. It was just a part of the work ethic, and that is what I noticed here. It's a strong work ethic here.
Had any Ghanaian food yet?
I have. I don't know the name of the restaurant, but he took me to a local restaurant, and the food was really amazing. A little too spicy for me, but I had some jollof rice, and I am satisfied. I'm good. I can go home now because I feel like I've touched the soil of Ghana.
You have.
Yes.
And I'm sure that you've touched a lot of lives out there. Your performance was great. I just have to tell you that. And I mean, hopefully you coming back.
Of course. I mean, this is just the first time that we've talked, Becky. We're going to talk again. I believe that, I speak that into existence. You know what I mean? I believe those things that be not as though they already are. That's how I believe. But I just believe that God is going to afford me an opportunity to come back to Ghana to worship, to fellowship, and to learn more about the culture.
Let's move away from Joe Mettle and Jonathan Nelson and everything Wind of Revival and move all the way to the MMC Live, which happened at the Accra International Conference Center. Sarkodie was there to perform. Yes, Wendy Shea was there. Strongman was there performing this song to Medical. We have all that in 2 minutes here on the show for you.
One district of factory. When you abbreviate it, 1D.
To go, but this is where time will allow us for today's edition of Let's Talk Showbiz here on JoyNews on Multi TV. My name is Becky. Please join me same time tomorrow. Let's do this all over again.